Burrito scan. Finally.
Before the video begins, I would just like to
GeoGuessr and found a transparent man. Jack, how is learning Dutch going? It's going okay. I find the order of sentence structure being changed quite difficult. I assume of these 34 comments, a bunch of them are in German, so let's see if I can understand them. Ich lerne Deutsch auch. That is, I'm also studying German. Me too. I live near Austria, so it is... I don't know what that means. I assume it means something like easy, but that's einfach. Practical. Ah, okay, because they speak German in Austria. Me too. Me too. I'm also studying German, but it is too hard. German is hard, but not so hard, but it is also very easy. Right, I'm completely lost. Surely that is not German. Is that German? No, it's Finnish. Right, that makes more sense. Mum, do you want to go to East London? Me, sure, but why are you packing so many bags? The route. Oh my god. Actually, imagine this journey though. Wouldn't it be like absolutely incredible? The things that you would see. I mean, it'd probably also be really scary. I'd love to do something like that one day. But more geography birds. You've got a hoodie that is amazing to see. Great new one. I sent Jack from Geography Channel out of 10. For me, it's definitely a 10. Yes, if you haven't yet seen it, Editor Kai, who's editing for my Geography Channel, got me this beauty celebrating 1 million subscribers. And look, it's got like a proper engraving right now as well. Oh, look at that. It glows and look, it spins, it rotates. Thank you very much, Kai. Very much appreciated. As someone with many flags, why do you not have any flags in your room, Jack? Even just small ones would look good in my opinion. You know what? I agree with you. Very YouTube behind here, and Jackson's Geography is a big channel these days. It deserves its own stuff in the background. Obviously, I've got the big world map right there, but unfortunately, you never really see it because of the light reflecting onto it. I'm gonna order some stickers right now. 1 second. Oh, here we go. Flags of the World sticker book. £2.79. Do not mind if I do. I'm excited. Where are these stickers gonna go? Put some on the door. I could put some on my Jackson's Geography play button. Who knows? Can you guess what country I'm in? I am terrible at this kind of thing. I'm not a strong GeoGuessr player, but I will personally have a go. So it's cold. We have some text up here that says Corella, which doesn't sound English speaking. So I'm going to say Finland, and I'm probably wrong. Oh my god, it was Finland! Jack says, we need a new video idea. Yes, your own country. Redesign flag. Name all capital cities of the world. I'm really quite behind on that. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I learned all of Oceania capital cities and I've forgotten pretty much all of them. I really don't even want to try that quiz again. Garumud, that's the capital of... I can't even remember. Oh, forget it. My friend got me a Seychelles flag for Christmas. Yes, very nice. Oh, and you know what? That actually reminds me. Thank you so much to everyone that bought the Jackson's Trophy U2. We've got his little Seychelles flag, you see. But yeah, this fella is now sold out. We've got all of them, which is absolutely epic. They'll start shipping around March. I'm very excited to see them start arriving for people. Found this in a book, thought Jack would find it helpful. Luxembourg is not a microstate. Yeah, I do know this these days. It is something I got wrong in the past. But yeah, this is the full outline of Luxembourg, and you can see that it's actually quite a lot bigger than Singapore and Malta and San Marino and Monaco and Andorra and Liechtenstein. It really puts things into perspective, because I've been to Malta and it really feels small. You always imagine these kind of countries where you can stand on the hill and see everywhere, but it's really not the case. When we were in Malta, me and my mum had to get the bus everywhere. Oh, hang on, we got another one. Guess what country I'm in? It kind of also looks like Finland. I'm going to say this time you're in Romania. I don't know why, I'm just feeling it. Right, you're in Estonia. Fair enough. I should have stuck with Finland, at least I'd have been kind of close. Oh, you've tried to draw Europe from memory. Don't do that, people get very mad at you. It's not even a terrible attempt. You have put a lot of detail into making Italy look like a perfect boot though. You definitely went way too far with it. I saw this ages ago in an old video. I found this face in Antarctica. Yeah, hopefully someone's posted the coords in the description, because this is so creepy. I can't find the coords, but here's a TikTok which shows it. So you zoom in onto this specific location and look at that, it's so creepy. Oh my god. A flag for every season. Oh, okay, we've got winter, very nice. Then autumn looks very pretty as well. Then we've got summer. Okay, I'm not really sure about the summer flag. And then finally we got autumn. I like how you did different styles. That's nice. So you mixed it up each time. You can't think of a name more original than that. Okay, we have a lake. I love these guys every time. We will never stop posting these. This is when I thought the Nigerian flag was the Belgian flag. Why did I try Belgium? Why would it be Belgium, Jack? I drew national animals of the world. We've got a nice cool lion for England. We've got an elephant for Thailand. That's a beautiful drawing of an Asian elephant. Oh, look at Sweden with the moose. I love moose. I want to see a moose in the wild. Germany have got a falcon or an eagle. I'm not 100% sure. Scotland's national animal is a unicorn, which I've always found a bit weird. Just do whatever they want, Scotland, it turns out. UAE have... Oh, what's that? Is it an ibex? Oh, no. Is it an oryx or is that a Pokemon? Well, they are oryx. I know things. Yeah, United Arab Emirates national animal is the Arabian oryx. Okay, what else we got? We've got Cambodia. Is that kind of buffalo? All of the drawings, by the way, are really good. No, it's a corporate, which I would never have said. That's not specific. It's a kind of ox. I should have said ox. It's definitely not a buffalo, is it? And then we have Pakistan have is it just a kind of goat? Yeah, it is a kind of goat. It's a macaw, and they're bro badass looking. Look at that big fella, unbelievable. Okay, what are the last two? Oh, look at that little one. What's that? I have no idea what that is, but it looks like he's got a little wig on. Condor, fair enough. What an absolute badass. Look at that fella. Then Brazil have just got it's just a cheetah or a leopard? I'm going to say leopard. Ah, it's a jaguar. Fair enough, fair enough. Very nice drawings though, well done. Maybe it'd be an interesting video trying to learn all national animals of the world. I mean, that would probably be really, really difficult, but I reckon I could potentially do it a bit at the time. Can Jack solve the geography quiz on a Pizza Express kids menu? If I can't, I mean, this is an absolute disaster for me, but let's have a go. Match your crayons to the numbers. Add a splash of colour to bring each of the flags to life. Right, so 4 is green, so that's going to be Nigeria. Oh, this looks hard. Next we've got black, red, and yellow, so that's Germany. By the way, I'm not doing this thinking it's impressive, okay? I'm just getting through the polls. 2, 1, and 3, so that's blue, yellow, and red. I can't visualize it. Blue, yellow, red. Romania? Is it Romania? Yeah, it would be. Or Chad, maybe. And then that final one is Mexico. I don't even have to do the... Oh, there's more. Right, 1 and 2, and it's a cross. So 1 is yellow, 2 is blue, so that's Sweden. And then the final one is... We have no colours here, so I guess it's just white. So 3 is red, 4 is green, and then 5 is black. Green, white, black, and red. Palestine, is it? I might be wrong on that one. No, it's not going to be Palestine. Don't accept that answer. I can't visualize it. Hang on. 3 is red. Okay. 4 is green. Green, white, black. I don't know. Is it UAE? Yes, it's UAE. I don't know why I struggled so much. I can't believe I nearly failed the Pizza Hut geography quiz. This is the worst day of my life. When you can't afford a trip to Europe, right, it's in Canada, but they've got places called Paris, Vienna, Seville, Copenhagen, London, Dublin, and Brussels, and Lisbon as well. It's so odd seeing places that are named after these other places. Obviously, I understand why. Once again, I feel like it'd be a fun geography video, but it probably would be really underwhelming when we actually did it. Flag football for the UK with Welsh representation, yes! It's quite Welsh dominant, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it would be nice to have a flag that's less associated with colonialism, you know what I mean? What flag is this? I'm assuming it's a British overseas flag, so I am going to take a guess at St. Helena. Indian Ocean territory. Alright, well, we all had fun, didn't we? Yeah, good stuff. Since we're doing this, guess where I'm from? I quite like these posts, you know. I'm sure now I've said that, there are going to be way too many of them. But it could be fun for just next month's episode. Right, so we're somewhere much warmer. We're driving on the right. I'm not good enough at GeoGuessr for this kind of thing. Let me get some more clues. Okay, airbags written in English. Cars to me don't look that American, but I was maybe thinking like Florida or something. I'm going to zoom in a bit, see if we can read any of the text. Nope, turns out we can't read any of the text. Could it be Asian? Where's English speaking in Asia? Singapore? Is that a wild guess? Oh, it's New Zealand. Right, completely wrong. Well, no, to be fair, they're not, well, they're pretty far apart, but they're not that far. Well, they're pretty far apart. Well, they're not that far. Oh, one more slipping in. Where am I? So, it's the Mexican embassy, but I'm assuming you're actually in Mexico. I am going to say you're in France because of the D in the middle. Nope, you're in Washington, D.C. Oh, alright, it's written in Portuguese. Okay, cool. Out of these, which looks the worst? Okay, I think this is the Maryland flag. A flag which I have said on many occasions I think is absolutely terrible. Next, we've got the Belize flag, I think. Then, hey, what's wrong with that flag? That's alright. Zimbabwe, I think. Could be Zambia, I'm not 100% sure. I like this one as well. This is Central African Republic. That's a nice flag. Haiti flag, the white, I don't like, but overall, it's still fine. That's gonna be honest, it's definitely Maryland. Can we appreciate how Noi has the best Union Jack simply because they added some stars to it? Yeah, it's nice that they jazzed it up a bit, isn't it? I made national flags in the style of the Nordic Cross. Mexico's looks pretty cool. I actually quite like that. And then I'm guessing, well, that could be a few different places, couldn't it? Wales looks pretty cool as well. Yeah, I like them. I like them. Guess the flag out of objects. Okay, we've got Estonia and we've got Prime with a bit of white in the middle. Oh, it's just France, isn't it? You're just trying to flex your prime. I'll say what's happening. Oh my god, have I just stumbled upon a geography-themed Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Reddit minigame? Do not mind if I do. How many countries are there in Europe? I'm pretty sure all of these are outdated, but I'm going to say 44. I'm sure it's like 47 now. The answer was 44. Good start, good start. Okay, next. Which countries own Mount Everest? Okay, it's Nepal and China, I think. Oh, it could be Bhutan as well. This is where $1,000 right. I'm going to change to Nepal, China, and Bhutan. Final answer. Oh, and I think that symbolises we've scrolled far enough. Thank you very much for watching this month's geography video, and the first geography video of 2023, excluding...
Hey everyone, this is the landmine I designed a while back. If you'd like a quick refresher on what exactly it does, well, it kills you. And I'd argue that it does this job pretty well, because I'm wearing just about the armor that your average player would be carrying at any given time. By the way, I do highly recommend you go check out my other video on this topic on my channel or in the info card, but here's a quick rundown anyways. The mine basically just pushes the end crystal up to the same level as the player, and then shoots it with a snowball in order to detonate it. Yet, despite this thing's baffling efficiency of just over half a second of activation time, I knew I'd be getting complaints. The big one that I knew I'd be getting though was that it just isn't lethal enough, because right now I'm not even carrying the full amount of armor that I could be accounting for, yet I can still survive the mine easily if I just simply skirt the edge of it. Thus, I set foot on my prototyping journey to design many more mines until I could figure out how to make a better one. Now, I'd love to start this journey of design off with some sort of incredible, ingenious solution to turn the perfect mine into something better, but really the only approach that ever mattered was just adding more bombs. Boy, do I love Occam's razor. Jokes aside, there's obviously a lot more that goes into designing a mine that's much more powerful than the original one, while still keeping it fairly compact. And there might be a lot of questions you're asking, like how did I design this, or why the hell do I need 5 pieces of steel to construct this thing? And also, isn't Agent Degree blastproof? Why am I blastproofing something that I intend to blow up anyways? To these questions, I say we will get. So, let's start from the beginning. The original End Crystal one has only one explosive, the titular End Crystal. And this part was what makes it somewhat underpowered. Some people have suggested to simply just add more End Crystals. But the reason this doesn't work is because End Crystals, when there's another explosion nearby, they're just immediately deleted. Nothing actually chain reacts or anything. See, much more of this netherrack in the back would have gone away had these back 2 End Crystals actually exploded, but unfortunately what's happening here is this End Crystal is just deleting them without causing any subsequent explosions. This crystal deletion radius is very large, making it effectively impractical to use multiple End Crystals in the same type of explosive. This leaves us with just about 2 more options for additional explosives, being TNT and TNT minecarts, and I'm just going to say off the bat that TNT is not great for what we're looking for. It has a lot of useful applications, but it's cumbersome, slow, and not nearly as efficient at dealing damage and having a 5 blast radius as TNT minecarts are. They're also comically easy to stack enormous amounts of them in the same location, which could come in handy later when we're looking to up our firepower a little bit. Eventually, after a little bit, I put together this design, and here we have double piston extenders, using an iron trap door to force the TNT minecart up to the surface. Now I can show that right now. The End Crystal serves a few purposes. Number one, it acts as the initial damage source, but it also pushes away the TNT minecarts to increase the blast radius, as well as igniting them. This design, though, being only the 3rd prototype, definitely has its flaws. First off, it doesn't have enough bombs. Second off, there's actually a very tiny but major problem That ends up occurring and necessitating another 5 designs, as well as the use of ancient debris in the final configuration. So I've gone ahead and set up a nice little test rig, and I'm going to drop a nice little test subject to show what's happening here. So after that initial explosion, everything kind of seems to be going great. We blew up the creeper, it detonated properly and quickly, and we seem to be seeing these TNT minecarts spreading out to catch any stragglers, which is what we intended. But in the next couple of moments, we're going to see a bit of a problem. So, what happened there was the TNT minecart's movement was actually stifled, because we can see in this one, it actually hit this ledge. The ledge created by the initial end crystal crater actually creates a bit of a problematic situation for the TNT minecarts, because they can't get the distance that they need in order to accurately reflect the kind of area of effect that we're going for. Now, it was this problem that led me to make the design decision to swap out the trapdoors with endstone slabs. I thought for a second that maybe their high blast resistance would prevent them from being immediately obliterated by the end crystal, and I'm just going to spoil that test for you right now. It totally didn't work. This was the step in which I realized that my desire to stay within the realm of rational thought was stifling my creativity. So this is the section where we brought in the ancient debris. It's also kind of the section where I noticed that there was a couple more empty slots in the design, so I doubled the amount of explosives in every single core and added 2 more double piston extenders for the TNT minecarts. This brings up our explosive count from 4 bombs to about 11. So now the big question is, did it actually solve the problem? Now, would I call that test a success? Honestly, yeah. The ancient debris enabled the TNT minecarts to jump away and explode in a larger field, and I think part of the reason why I actually didn't take a whole lot of damage from the mine was because I kind of fell in a ditch that was created from a previous tape. So, what does this actually say? Well, the mine actually works. The only thing is, it's actually really difficult to guarantee any sort of kill on any player using just a landmine that they have to run over. Unfortunately, no matter how fast I make it, it's still very much possible for them to not get enough damage to actually die. It's also important to mention that placement matters, because if you stick this mine in some place like a hallway where they're not going to be as spread out and running as fast, the effect of the TNT minecart scattering is basically going to fill the entire hallway and essentially guarantee a kill much more easily than this one can. In order to give a slightly better idea of how this could be applied, I've gone ahead and dug a tunnel into a real world mountain here. You're going to want a real mountain to surround the mine's walls, because unfortunately, if you just have 1 block thick walls, the initial end crystal explosion is going to punch through the Minecraft equivalent of sheetrock and immediately make the surrounding walls useless. I've gone ahead and installed a mine directly under this surface, and this is about what it might look like. That's just about the second time that I forgot to turn off explosion no block damage. So I kind of made a mistake and accidentally blew up the next one that I was going to show. So this is a new cave, and here's what it might look like. Anyways, as you can see, the explosion kind of remained contained within the general hallway, meaning that any player that was standing within maybe 10 blocks of the center of the explosion would probably end up dead. This goes to emphasize that where you're putting your mine is almost just as important as what mine you're using. So this is the end of the main demonstration, and I'm going to dedicate the next section of the video to kind of addressing some of the things that people have asked me, and also some of the more obscure design decisions I decided to undergo. But I'd also like to remind you to make sure to like and subscribe if you like the kind of content that I make, and check out my other stuff. Anyways, first things first, a bunch of people have told me, oh, why don't you just throw in some instant damage potions to increase the damage output of the design? And this is a perfectly reasonable point. I could have done that, but for this video I pretty much already totally designed this thing by the time I read those comments, and I generally wanted to just stick to explosives when I was designing this thing, and stay with the general theme of the design. Another point that you could make is, why don't you just load the hell to every single TNT core? And sure, this would vastly improve the amount of explosives going off, but there is a certain point where I kind of draw the line at how many explosives I'm willing to load into it, because although I'd like to put in as many as I can feasibly put in, there's a point where it becomes kind of silly. One last detail before we film this video at nighttime with torches around to light up everything that I'm talking about. And I made this decision because a couple people were talking about the sun being in their eyes. So that's really why I too. But I wanted to keep the shaders on to keep things looking pretty. So if you like me filming at nighttime more than you do at daytime, then make sure to tell me in the comments section, and I'll try to apply this strategy to more of my videos. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Once again, make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
For other content if you like.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a YouTube video should work.
We've had a lot of fun over the years, buying the most interesting, exciting, delightful pieces of tech on the internet. But today's the day where we spend $7,000 buying the absolute worst it has to offer. The most unsettling, cursed, just plain wrong tech money can buy. Okay, let's just look at some cursed gaming tech. Every image here is making me internally gag. Oh no. The shopping basket is a PC case. Cursed PlayStation 5. GS5. It's £12 with 2 controllers and free shipping. Sadly, that's exactly what we're looking for. Am I seeing this right? The PlayStation 5 comes with SNES controllers. What a strange image. Cursed gaming controllers. Pizza Hut! You can get a Nintendo Switch gun. That's not very Nintendo. What is that? It's called the Dragon Quest Slime Controller. Well, I found it for $155. Tell me this is not a real controller. How on earth are you going to be able to hold that in one hand while typing with the other? You've got Patrick Star. That's not cursed. That is elite. Sony actually made a chainsaw controller. That is so cool. We can import it. That one's going to be a fun one to explain to customs. Okay, so this console is apparently meant to have the most cursed library of games in existence. I remember seeing gameplay footage of a Mario game played on this, and trust me, it was haunting. Speaking of cursed video games, there is something here called Babysitting Mama, and you're meant to take the baby and... I can't. So apparently, if you want to reach the highest tier of gaming, you also need to get yourself a Game Ball. I mean, it might be as revolutionary as they're saying. It just looks ridiculous. The Game Boy had a camera. When did the Game Boy come out? 1989. That's almost 20 years before the first smartphone. What did photos even look like back then? Game Boy camera resolution. M28 by 128. Yes, because obviously someone's made a knuckle duster for the Joy-Cons. Nothing is sacred. Okay, so controller storage rack. Tell me that's not hanging the controller by its joystick. Don't do that. Imagine trying to relax, knowing that your controller is hanging like that. Cursed gaming tech. Bye. That's literally our video. Why has our video been labeled as cursed? What's Google trying to say here? Okay, I think we should move on. Cursed kitchen tech. This would cause an unfortunate amount of accidents. You can get a microwave bacon wrap. You never put bacon in the microwave. A pencil sharpener the size of your hand so that you can grate carrots. You can plug this into a fruit and then it turns that fruit into a spray. That's actually really cool if it works. Is that a small maker? Why does it look so menacing? So there's a vertical egg cooker. It looks great. This is making me very uncomfortable. I think we spoiled the gaming room and the kitchen enough. Cursed lifestyle gadgets. Instant underpants, just add water. Excuse me? I'm so confused, I will order a pair. A coin-eating savings bank. Something about the face on this bank is making me really uncomfortable. It actually like chews and swallows the money when you put it inside. Digital skipping rope? What is she doing? These people are literally bouncing around with no rope. Finger extensions. Okay, fine. Of course, we ended up on Wish.com. A working watch the size of a ring. How are you going to be able to read it? There's also a watch that's apparently a lighter. That seems safe. Okay, so basically, my single least favorite item out of everything that I own is this little thing called the Rocktopus. They have managed to find a way to make every one of the legs also the rock. I'm gonna buy it, and then I will immediately burn it when the video is done. It's a pimple popper. You squeeze it to simulate popping pimples. I know there are some people who really enjoy that. I'm not one of those people. A cat brush designed to be used with your mouth to simulate being the cat's mother. Milo? You can get nose and ear soaps. What are they gonna smell like? Neutral. I only clicked this because of how wrong it looks. It just doesn't sit well with me. But it's basically meant to be a soundproof Bluetooth microphone that makes it impossible for people around you to hear what you're saying. Right, what's this? Ostrich pillow. You've got to know how this looks, right? Okay, just look at it. Okay, what about like a cursed charger? What is this? Creepy phone charger looks like it will strangle you in the night. We can assure you we'll never buy this $6,000 phone charger, which resembles an umbilical cord and pulsates while plugged in. Oh my God. But it's an actually working charger. So it's handmade by some Japanese artist, and she'll apparently custom make it for whatever phone you decide. This is so expensive. It makes no sense at all to buy this product. But I did promise to buy the most cursed tech on the internet. Add to basket. We don't talk about this anymore. Okay, everything's arrived. I barely even looked at all the boxes and I already feel disgusted to my core. So, I'm gonna see if I can try and survive a normal day of my life, but using the most cursed tech on the internet. Oh, beautiful morning. It's cursed day. It's the first thing I do every single morning. I get dressed, which means instant underpants time. Soak your pants in water, as any good morning starts. When was the last time you got your pants out of a tin? I can't believe this is underwear. It looks like an oversized painkiller. I did nothing. Am I supposed to let it brew? Is this meant to be an instant reaction? Magic. Okay, well, while we wait for our not-so-instant underwear, at least I can see how much time has passed with the Ring watch. I can't believe this is my watch. And it actually makes so much sense. To be fair as well, not as hard to read the time as I was expecting. Although, it's so tight, I think it's reducing the blood supply to my finger. That actually hurts. Oh, it's actually cursed. Do you have any pliers? Milo's come to save me. I'll go with the screwdriver. My day is officially ruined, and it's only 9:30 a.m. Oh, that is not good. I'm genuinely scared about the state I'm going to end up in by the end of this day. There's one consolation with all this stuff, it's that at least it was incredibly cheap. It's going for this really fancy, classy, royal-looking watch face, but then the straps, they look like they're made of, like, recycled bin bags. Okay, so then you top it up with lighter fluid. This is not dangerous. And that has now also covered my wrist. Just so we're very clear, if I hit the lighter button on this right now, my entire hand could just go on fire. I need to make sure there's not a trace of lighter fluid still on my hands before I light that. Oh no. It's the soap. It's even worse in person. If this was like bright green or bright red, it would be far less haunting than it is, but what about the skin color? They've managed to make it somehow devoid of any scent whatsoever, which makes me even more uncomfortable than I already was. The texture is so weird. Oh, that freaks me out. Doesn't it also kind of look a bit like a pasta? Disgusting. I'm gonna leave it in the middle of the sink. If we hear a shriek later, we know what it is. Okay, it's nothing. Nothing is happening here. Oh my god! Did you get that? Okay, so this just exploded off camera. It turns out the fuel, when you put it in, is actually leaking to the back of the watch, which means that if I was wearing it on my wrist, my hand would have probably caught fire. So please, don't buy one of these. And still, nothing from our supposedly instant underpants. I'm gonna have to come back to it. What a terrible morning. I really hope breakfast goes better than our wake-up shop.
Tokiyama Marat.
Okay, so that's
Hey, how you going?
While it does that,
Pretty good.
it's
Yeah.
time for our orange juice. This is one of the very few products that I'm actually not terrified to
That was a
taste.
pretty good
Basically
live
stab
stream
this into
earlier.
fruit, and then it uses its mechanism to break
Ah,
apart
no,
the
no.
internal cell walls so that you can apparently just spray the juice into your mouth. When did you ever think you'd see that? Okay, the green light is on. Let's crack 2 eggs inside. That did not sound good. The fact that these eggs are just
You're
cooking within
welcome.
this mechanism that I can't even see is mildly uncomfortable at least. Now it's time for the bacon. This is such American packaging. It could just be how the day's going so far, but her eyes are looking...
How did that
When
sand
I was 8,
taste?
I invented the best way in the world to cook bacon.
Alright.
See if I...
This is actually so convenient. You can instantly burn all the stuff I don't want. That is less convenient. Yeah, villager escaped somewhere and I think it died, so yeah. There's so many iron golems spawning over here. This place is coming together.
About that. So this basically creates 3 racks for you to hang your bacon on, and then a tray to capture the fat that comes out of it. So it's meant to be healthier? Okay, yep, so it literally is just a hanger for your bacon. Fine if I said it wasn't kind of satisfying. It feels like trying to hang bacon on it is in itself destroying the bacon. And then presumably when the fat in between the meat melts, it's just gonna fall apart. So the last thing is you place a tissue on top so it doesn't splatter inside your microwave. Then in you go. What is this gonna look like when it comes out? Right. What on earth is happening with my egg? I have to say, one thing that's made me feel slightly better this entire process is the fact that I can actually smell the fresh orange coming from this. It's gonna take a lot of sprays to fill a glass, but wow. Oh, so refreshing. And I guess when you want more juice, you just squeeze the bottle. This one's definitely going in the actually not bad at all category. Here's the question. If you can't see your egg being cooked, how do you know when it's done? And to be fair, as advertised, a lot of the fat has just fallen into the tray below. Let's see what it tastes like. It's a bit dry, and it's very cheap. There is bacon. I think it's kind of a human intervention with this egg. It easy does it. How do you like your eggs in the morning? It looks like an alien egg. Never has the bacon looked more appetizing. Suppose I actually have to eat it now. Okay, I mean, it tastes like an egg. It just no longer looks like one. Hey, after a hearty breakfast, we've got... I mean, what even are these? So this isn't like electronic or anything like that. It's literally just self-regulated. What the hell? This is the stupidest gadget I think I've ever seen. Is this like a practical joke? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're spinning at different speeds. How do you count? The entire idea is a little ropey. Just out of curiosity, I do want to compare it to a real skipping rope. Oh dear. So this has just reminded me of a couple of cons with a normal skipping rope. A, the fact that it keeps smacking the ceiling. B, the fact that it keeps getting stuck on things. And C, the fact that it keeps whacking my feet. Ow! Bug. Oh yeah, just realized there's one more thing we need to do. So last year we had the unfortunate pleasure of obtaining the Roctopus. And we've just now inherited its successor. Oh dear God. So far, that is the single most cursed thing I've seen all day. I can't describe to you how much I hate this, but since The Rock is the gym guy, I'm gonna have to leave him to watch over. This video really isn't. So I've had a full hour of a proper workout, not these things, and I was kind of thinking, I fancy a nap. Now, I'm not normally a nap person, but I've always loved the idea of it, and this product, the Ostrich Pillow, is kind of the perfect opportunity. It feels eerily soft as well. Wow. It's like a beanbag, but just with like really, really fine beans. Here goes nothing. Oh God, it's really dark in here. That can't be right. What the hell is going on here? Okay, so each one of these is for one of my ears, and then this is for my mouth. So I could lie down and have a conversation with someone. I mean, it's kind of designed in a way that you'd be able to sleep anywhere and still feel comfortable. To be fair, it kind of achieves that. Actually, the most pleasant part of my day so far. Time for a bit of gaming, which would probably actually be quite a nice activity if we were doing it on a relatively normal setup like this. I say relatively normal because if you've seen the video with me and Vixstar when I built this, it's got some issues. But we are not. It's time to hang up our traditional PlayStation 5 controller. One sticky pad, 2 sticky pads, and then we hang it by the joysticks. Well, it's about as uncomfortable as I am. Let me show you what we are using. There'll be no PS5 today, just the GS5. I mean, the size difference is actually kind of impressive. The ports and the buttons look rough. I actually do kind of rate that it comes with its own mini GS5 stand. I think this might be the lightest, most empty-feeling controller I've ever held in my hands. There's nothing inside of it. They haven't even got round to labeling what the buttons are. No button on either of these controllers is doing anything. You just need to press like super hard. There's definitely something cursed going on with this video. There's 300 games in this. There's like a full second of delay, even though it's a wired controller. It's far from the worst thing I'm going to use today, but it's not great. This one's even smaller. And this time they've not just copied Nintendo's games, they've also copied their controllers. Not to mention the fact that this console and these controllers are about 30 years apart. Action game, shoot game, sport game, fighting game, racing game, puzzle game. Wow. Just within shoot game, there's 150 in one. This is like when consoles only had the power to create 2D games. They tried to use optical illusions to make them seem like 3D. But then again, if you were really into games from this era, then to be able to have like 1,000 in a device this size, and for the price it costed, is actually not that bad of an offer. There's no Call of Duty, put it that way. It's actually surprisingly low latency considering that this is a wireless controller, and technically for the wrong console. Wait, they've got the entire console backwards. Just like, I guess, the games you play on it. My team's actually prepped these in the order that they think goes from least cursed all the way to most cursed. So, and step it up. So, this is a Philips CDI. I've never played one in my entire life, but I've seen footage. And just trust me when I say, it's scarring. I mean, it all looks hunky-dory right now. You've got a nice game, it's Hotel Mario, everything's bright and cheery in the world. The scary thing is going to be more what happens when you play it. It feels so weird to see like a Philips boot up screen. And this thing right here is the controller for it. I've never seen anything like it. So all of this stuff up here is for the game, and then you've got your separate media controls down there. So the entire reason this console exists is because Nintendo at one point realized that CDs were about to be the future of consoles, and they contracted out Philips to design an add-on that allowed their Nintendo console at the time to support CDs. But then one day, even after Philips had actually designed the thing, Nintendo just turned around and were like, actually, we don't need this. So Philips were just like, screw it, we've made the thing anyway, let's just turn it into its own console. Which is why you have this bizarre scenario where a machine made by this company is playing Mario. Oh, it feels very strange seeing Mario and Luigi as full-size people. Oh, these characters, oh, they're horrible. That's not Mario. It's like someone's drawn them in paint. Close enough to be recognizable, but far enough that it makes me not want to sleep at night. This is haunting stuff. Moving on to the Nintendo Switch.
Manu Knight 42000.
So these are the
P.
What's up, Man United 42000? Good to see you again.
Manu Knight 42000. Not much playing FIFA.
Oh yeah. Explains the name. Yeah, I'm not. Hasn't been much up for me either. Just chilling maybe. Oh, he fucking changed his trades. Ending or infinity? Infinity. Although... I'm gonna go with mending.
The Joy-Con knuckle dusters does feel like a very strange concept, considering how these are basically designed for kids. Kind of blingy, not gonna lie. Hey, that's actually not bad at all. I genuinely think that adds a significant amount of comfort to controllers that otherwise would be too small for my hands. Like, you can very clearly see the layers that the 3D printer has built, as well as little, like, hairy kind of wires that are falling off it. But really, I mean, these are knuckle dusters. Only way to test them is to engage in the fight. Okay, so this is Joseph. He actually helps to get a lot of this stuff ready, and I'm just deciding what character to beat him. Fight and talk, considering I'm all with knuckle dusters. I don't like it. I don't like it. I have to say, the knuckle dusters are slightly too wide. Oh, that was massive. I feel like it makes a difference. Like when you're holding. I think compared to like a pro controller, using these little Joy-Cons, it's not designed for instant sensitivity. No. I don't like this. Oh, he's flashing me off. And that's actually problematic because the next controller I'm about to use is a little more restricted. See if I can topple Joseph with this unit of a controller. The ergonomics of this controller are not nearly as cursed as I thought they would be. I think I'm going to have to put this in actually not cursed. It's getting a little heavy. The normal Switch Joy-Cons had to be portable, so a lot of ergonomic compromises are made just in the nature of that, which didn't have to be made here. I'm using a piece of kit from the 1990s and I'm losing. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Yes! You know what? Unexpected delight. And when it's resting here like this, being able to actually have a full-size keyboard is kind of crazy. I'm a huge fan. Don't think you are. So, this is a normal PS4 controller. This is the slime controller. So slimes are one of the monsters found in the Dragon Quest games. Oh, actually, that's crazy. Wait, they're right there. This is not designed for human hands. I mean, this genuinely has the worst ergonomics I think I've ever experienced. You're actually meant to store it upside down, so the joysticks fall in this random little stand. None of it makes any sense. I can just about deal with the ridiculous button layout, and the fact that this thing doesn't have rumble, and it also doesn't have a headphone jack. Then you just got this upside down face looking at you the entire time. This is actually so grim. The attention to detail is shockingly good. It looks so much like blood that I actually really don't want to touch it. Oh my god, and then you start it by... No way! That makes the controller, and I can actually feel the rumble of it. Oh yeah, and of course, if you're holding the controller in a completely new way, they've also had to completely reimagine where every single button goes. Look at this, R2 is here, L2 is like there. It feels very wrong to be using this to play Crash Bandicoot. You know what, the fact that they built this entire mechanism for haptic feedback when you do this, it means that when you are playing, you can really feel the impact of every footstep on the ground. It's really satisfying. Okay, I mean, this seems nice. I'm gonna give it a go. So I think it's like a game that teaches you how to look after babies. I just realized what we need to do. Controller goes inside of the baby. It's already moving towards traumatic territory. Milk time! I don't know what it thinks I'm about to do. Using a bottle. So you kind of put it like that. Oh, and then every time you feed it too much, it starts crying. This is one of the most cursed experiences of my life. I think we're gonna have to name you Kirsty. And why is this diaper detachable? What do you think? I don't know. Alright, I think I'm done with this. Right, probably do something useful now. It's work time. And for that, this is MuTalk. It's designed for people who take a lot of calls, but they don't want to share with the world what they're talking about. So you stick your mouth into this chamber while you're taking a call, and on the very inside is apparently a really high quality microphone. So it should isolate background noise really well. And the reason it's on this video is more because of how it looks when it's on. Bane from Batman? Can you hear what I'm saying, Jay? Not a very start.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I can hear myself.
You can hear yourself, that's not good. Well, that's a sound.
I don't mind.
This is not working very well at all.
Sound like you're 10 meters underwater.
Fine. That doesn't work in the slightest. What a terrible product. Okay, no, it's fine, because I can rescue this with my webcam for today, which is the Game Boy camera. It's actually crazy how this works. So the Game Boy camera is mounted onto its own cartridge and goes into the console as its own video game, which means that when you turn it on, this is kind of weird. We've done a really good job of gamifying the camera experience. I mean, I've never ever seen a camera that looks like this. Okay, so I'm gonna line it up with my face. Oh, that was a very unfortunate image. It's the fact that the pixels are either black or they're white, which makes it very, very unflattering, or as some would say, cursed. So, navigate to our library. So if we now click on view, it is absolutely Nightmare Fuel. And now we click print. This is disturbing imagery. Click print. And then it transfers that to the printer, which is actually kind of crazy because it doesn't use ink at all. It basically applies pressure and heat to heat-sensitive paper. There's a reason most printers use ink. You know what tops the whole thing off is that it just looks like a minion gone wrong. So let's see if extending your fingers can actually make you more productive. So you secure your finger in the thread and then slide it all the way in. This is where you feel the consequence of having incredibly fat fingers. This is how people turn evil. You see the power that's possible from the other side. Hey Milo, you want a little cuddle? Why is he not like the slightest bit freaked out that my fingers are now 3 times the length and made of plastic? Do you actually just make yourself more comfortable? I swear this cat's cursed. He's looking at it. He never normally sits this still for a cuddle. I'm extremely confused. I'm even more curious how he's going to react to this. This is the cat lick brush. It's designed to communicate with the cat in the same way that their mother used to. I'm about to lick my cat. It says bite. He's not interested. The evil fingers are fine. Your mother's tongue you don't like. No, don't you dare go. Are you leaving right now? Cats these days. Time for the world's creepiest money box. To deposit my earnings for the day. There's something about it that's really, really just chilling. So I think you just take your coin. She just said, take my money. It's the way it moves like skin. So this is meant to reduce your stress levels, apparently. And I mean, I can't think of a day that I've needed that more. Why is everything so skin-like today? I have to heat up the pimple pus. Oh, this is pimple juice. Okay, the pus is sufficiently warmed. The idea is that it's like a reusable toy, so you fill the holes yourself, squeeze them out yourself, then refill them. Do you get like refills? Sauce. Did you just call it sauce? You basically need to let that set for a minute. I don't like baking, so you don't get a cake at the end. That would make this like spot.
Yeah, boy.
3, 2, 1. Oh, it's solidified into like one big pus worm. Why do people like this so much? And I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you think that's disgusting, you actually have not seen anything yet.
No. It's 10 PM and this still isn't done. It's the least instant gadget in this entire video. Watch out, this isn't even a pair of underpants. What? You can't wear that. And if it wasn't bad enough that we've had to wait a day for instant underpants, you can see through them. I think we've been pranked. But here is where it gets many, many tiers worse. So you remember the Grow cable, right? Well, this lady has very kindly been keeping me updated with the entire production process. Like, just imagine for a second, you're strolling around, you're going about your day-to-day life, and you get a message. You open that message, and you see this. This lady has spared me no detail. And I'm not gonna lie to you, as cursed of a product as it is, it's actually come from a really interesting place. This lady's an artist, and she basically sees the world and sees people's reliance on smartphones, and so she's handcrafted this umbilical cord charger to symbolize that. In the same way that a baby relies on its mother and feeds via an umbilical cord. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that this is about to be the most scarring thing I've seen all day. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it comes in packaging. Thank you for your purchase. I hope you enjoy your fun charging time. Why is it presented on a bed of silk? I really dislike having to open it this way, because it means that by the time it's open, it's already in my hands. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Oh, please stop. Oh no. Why is it so realistic? There have been far too many skin-like gadgets today. This one's by far the worst. Should we plug it in? Well, hey, at least it's USB-C. I wonder what the transfer rate is. So that end goes into my laptop. Oh, it's so squishy. I swear I just felt something move here. Ah! Scared the hell out of me. I think the idea is that if I now put my phone in... I'm so sorry, Drisha. Such an unfortunate wallpaper choice. It's like... How do I even explain this? I'm only just realizing the level of detail she's gone to on the skin of this. You've got all the tiny little textures that normal humans would have. You've got all the redness and the bumps and the veins. I can't believe we spent $4,500 on this. But hey, I mean, if you're enjoying this video, then a sub to the channel would be grovy. Oh, I nearly forgot the best thing. Good vibes only for this part. It's the small maker. I would actually do bad things for a dessert right now. So it's biscuit, marshmallow, biscuit. And for some reason it tells me to fill this with water. Oh, I was wondering what these arms were for. They actually managed to hold the biscuit in place. This I cannot wait for. And you know what else is heating up right now? Opera's browser. There's 5 reasons that you just need to try it. You can customize it exactly the way you want it. Like, we've actually made a custom Mr. Who's the Boss version of this browser that you can use too, including custom wallpapers. If you use this version, you also get not just Opera's baked-in privacy features, but also an inbuilt ad blocker that's enabled by default, which cuts thousands of ads out and therefore loads pages faster. You get a custom newsfeed that's tailored to people who are interested in tech, custom speed dials that automatically reroute you to tech-based websites, and an automatic feed of our videos. So, download my version of the Opera browser. It is the best browser for tech fans. Oh, that smells amazing. Look at this. It's so gooey. That is the most perfect s'more I've ever seen in my life. That makes this entire day worth it.
Welcome back to Timber Borners. This might be the finale, or maybe not, who knows, not me. But first we need to build a big dam, because we haven't yet. actual beavers may not be a fan until this is built. We must appeal to everyone because that's how YouTube works. When you have a small fan base and your videos don't go very far because over time people generally lose interest, so you need to keep getting a new audience. Yes, hello fellow engineers and welcome back to Timber Borders. And remember, we are in the brand new update now, which is live for everyone. But as you heard the song, I need to expand this. I mean, this is cool. We've got various different foods growing, including the eggplants, lovely jubbly. We've got unlimited steel production down here now, making all sorts over here. I think they're the number crunchers, yeah, making science in the background. Storing canola oil, and canola's this plant here. Man, things are actually pretty good, but they have big beaver ambitions. And sort of, I want to work on two things as well. We got the dam going on, which I will start building in a bit. But in the meantime, I think we're going to come over here. We're going to turn all of these back on. Now this is where our bots are built, because if you remember, we have beavers. They've been through a lot of beavers. They've been through drought. They've been through famine. They've been through drowning. Maybe some may have got accidentally exploded by dynamite because I accidentally pressed the button at the wrong time. But basically, they've been through a lot. So my aim is to have them always sat on their bums, always sat in the pub. I mean, ideally, you would actually be of age to drink, but still. Basically, I just want my beavers to relax. They've been through enough. They don't need any more hardship in their lives. So my aim is to keep making these bots. Who's that? General Tesla, bring in logs to, yeah, he's taking it to that engine to give us power. So yeah, let's multiply the number of bots we have. And I think I probably need to unlock this button here so that bots will work in here, because then they'll work through the night. Because at the moment, not just at the moment, just any time, beavers, they'll only work during their working hours. Which you can see up here in this clock, it's only during the yellow side. So they're about to clock off for the night, but the beaver bots, they will continue. So let's unlock firstly that for 5,000 science. We got 47, so yeah, easily afford that. So for all these bot part factories, we will turn them to bots. And then for these assemblers, that's where the bots are actually built. I need to unlock something. 10,000 science. Oh, okay, well, we'll unlock that. Thankfully, that does unlock it for all of them, so that's all good. And then we'll just unpause all of these. Oh, now it's nighttime. I can see where they're working because these log bunkers, they got the blue lights. That means there's a bot in there. So old Nate is in there. He's pumping his wood all the way through the night. Meanwhile, beavers, they are just chilling out by the campfire, enjoying life. And that is what we want from our beaver colony. It's time to thrive. And yeah, in order to keep the power running, I'm pretty sure these engines I can prioritize by haulers. And then although no one's actually working in any of these, you see they're all empty, I think haulers will keep fueling them. So essentially they're run without needing extra beavers. So that is always good. Meanwhile down here you can see the first new bot is being built. Why use that in your butt, mate? Zoe Puppy Girl, what are you doing? Oh, it looks like you're waiting for limbs and bot heads. Okay, who's working on those? Bot heads is Jordan Miller. Come on, mate, do some work. Do some work, mate. I mean, actually, maybe I should prioritize these by haulers as well, just so they are getting everything they need. Where is my hoarding place? It's all the way over here. How many beavers? Oh, okay, it's completely full. It is completely full. Right, okay, we got to the point where both of them are being built now, so that's gonna get us more bots. And then as we get more bots, we can get more bots. And hopefully they will run the entire colony. So we're just gonna leave that running whilst we have a look at why I think I need a dam. I mean, the first reason is there's now no district limit, so I can literally build wherever I want. I don't have to worry about like building a new district just to build stuff like what I had to do with All Systems Go, because look how that ended up underwater. But yeah, basically, since there's so much water coming in, like, we got like 1, 2, 3, 4 different areas where water spawns. So I was thinking we should probably make like a huge water storage area, because the droughts are getting longer. Like this map is actually turning into the original Timberborn gameplay style. It started off with the waters rising and everything was flooding, but now we actually need to manage the water. So what I'm thinking is we start designing this. So I reckon, I don't even know like how big or where I want this. I feel like, do I just want like all of that stretch like along there? If we were to just diagonal this and see where it ends up. Oh man, this is a long dam. This is going to take a while to build. But yeah, that could work. Although I'm thinking, I am trying to think like a structural engineer here. That's not going to be very strong. We need it to sort of curve back a little bit, because that adds a lot more strength. But yeah, if we just delete all of these and just fill in all the little gaps, Nice. Then we end up with something that's going to be very, very structural. Okay, this is good. This is actually pretty decent. And look, you can see they've already started working on it. So if I build this up at this end, they should start building that. And then they got something to walk on to start building in this direction. Okay, cool. Cool. Actually, how high do I want the dam? Because over this way, yeah, I don't want this stuff going to water. This is what I'm trying to water. Can you see that's brown? That's because it's so far away from this water during the drought. But if we sort of flood this area up to that level, we should be able to plant all this and then probably plant over this side as well. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Oh, look. Up there, the old algae thing. It's dripping water. I didn't know it dripped water on. That's cool. Yeah, right. What I'm going to do up here then is put stairs. So it's one set lower. And then they can walk. Well, actually, they can't walk. No, they can't walk across there, Matt. Need stairs on that one. That will link to the next one. Yeah, cool. Okay, good. So I guess we'll just keep building like that, and then yeah, you can sort of see how they'll be able to walk along that now. So this should get built very nicely. But the thing is, we don't want it to be a dam the whole way through. We're going to have to put some triple floodgates in. Oh yeah, because they're only triple, they're not cool. So we may need some sort of like structure that allows water to come down, like a multi-stage floodgate on that. Yeah, so this is the center of the dam. So what I'm thinking, if I delete like either side like that, then we can fit the triple floodgates like that, and that should let water down either side. Although, what is that next to it? A metal floodgate? Wait, what? Bigger, better floodgate? What, these go up to 10? Hang on, let's grab the 5 and just see how this works. Oh, look at that! Okay, they take a lot of resources, scrap metal gears, treated planks which are pricey, and metal blocks. But I think they'll work a lot better than the triple situation. Actually, maybe I can replace like all this middle with them. So I think we want 5 like that. Same on this side, but then it drops down, so we need to unlock the 6th one for 1400 science. Still, that is those then. Oh, the downside with this, I'm not going to be able to build all the way across. Yeah, I think we'll need, we're going to need temporary blooming platforms around the back. Is there any like super sized platforms? Oh, no, not really. Okay, well, we'll build these around the back. This is just scaffolding essentially. And then we're back to the dam building. So as long as we just do that all at the same height, they'll be able to walk from one side to the other. Beautiful. So that is what that's going to look like when done. You can see they're getting their way through it. Fair play, little beavers. You're working hard building that dam. But yeah, in the meantime, actually, where's my propaganda sign gone? So down here, we still have most helpful billboards. So let's have a look. Here we go. Oh, look, they've actually, no way. They've updated it. Okay, nice. Sign is going there. Look, they actually put the red line through it because I did actually allow the sign. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. Oh, amazing. Actually, what other signs are there? I'm sure that will work. Hang on, that's got me on it as well. What does that say? Real civil engineer did not give me lots of cash. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, right. That old chestnut. I mean, to be fair, that's a good a message from a beavers as anything. Right, well, that's the signing situation. Oh, no, look. Jordan Miller is broken down. Oh, no. What? Bots can die? Help. No, bots can die. I didn't know bots can die. Oh, that scuppers my plans a bit. Oh, Jordan Miller, he was my first bot. He's my longest serving Patreon and my first ever bot. And now he's gone. Actually, the eggplants. Sorry, I'm distracted by eggplants already. Sorry, Jordan. But no one's working it. Let's up the priority of those. There we go. Because we need more food variety in the colony to make the actual beavers live longer. I don't know how am I meant to make bots live longer? So why is no one working down here? What don't you have? Don't have bot limbs. What about you? You also don't have bot limbs. Okay, who's making the limbs? Why are you letting the team down? So Nate's making the heads now. General Tesla's making the chassis. Kengineer Buddy is making the bot limbs. What are you missing? Oh, he's missing gears. Okay, we've got to go find some gears. So yeah, we're making gears over this way. Oh, there's no one in there. There's no one in there. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's unlock this for bots. And then we'll shove... Oh, no, I've upped the priority. I don't have enough bots. You're going to have to super up the priority. Right, there you go. Ravenclaw 67 Impaler has gone in there. So we'll be making gears 24/7 now. I'm assuming we've got the planks. How many planks do we actually have? Oh, we've got 64. Okay, that should be fine. I might turn off the treated planks. Yes, they're all turned off now so that we're not making any more of them. We're not wasting planks here. Although actually we're not we're literally not making gears. Ooh, are these have had a makeover, have they? They've got like 2 saw blades out the roof now. Anyway, up the priority of those. Yes, I'm aware I just upped the priority of everything until everything works. Right, okay, so I think that's back under control. I feel like what I might do, I might try and merge all my power networks. Because look, we've got engines up here, we've got engines way over this way. If I can just merge them all together into one network, I feel like we should cope a bit better. So the question is, I guess, how the hell do we do that? Oh, no, look! The geothermal plant's back. The mod's back, is it? I got to unlock it again. That's annoying. Oh, I am build it again. It was so expensive. Oh, but I am tempted. That's 16,000 HP. I tell you what. Let's connect it all together with shafts. So literally, if we just start building, you just got to work out where we're taking this. So we're coming along here. I think. We need lots of corners like that. And then I think if we do a corner there, and we can probably do like a straight. And then, oh man, how do I actually want to connect these? I think we'll use platforms to get over like these gaps. But then we're gonna want to be over that path. So we're gonna want to use one of these, a high power shaft that gets power up and down slopes. So that's good. And we just platform over this. We're gonna need a double there because there's stairs. Then I can probably come down again onto the singles and go like through there. Hang on, Mr. Spot, why are you sat on your ass? Oh, because we've got too many gears now. Our gear storage is completely full. Yeah, tell you what then, we'll go back to normal beavers on there. And then we can slowly start unpausing these. So as we get more bots, more will be built. But nice. For now, we'll continue our shafting over this way. We'll high power shaft down there. Do that along this way. Actually, instead of building platforms over it, use what you've got, Matt. So we're going to go onto these roofs there. That looks good. And then I think I should be able to connect power if I get rid of that path. Do a little path around this. Basically, I've put a load of platforms up there. My plan is we put a T-junction there with all the top stuff connected, so it goes all the way around. So it sort of looks like that. But then we can do a high power shaft down there and into that building like that. So then we're splitting off the power so that all of these buildings will be powered. But then we can continue our journey because we've got to get over to these. So high power shaft down to that level. And if we just cross the river to there, put a cheeky corner in like that. And we can high power shaft up to there. And then in order to get past that, I guess we go up one more time and then down that side with platforms over the path. Nice. Okay, we made it. We actually made it. I think because all these buildings are connected. Oh no, they're not connected together. Oh, we've got to keep on going. We've got to end up over this way. Okay, right. How do we do this? We come out of there, high power shaft up. Ignore the fact there's a drought coming soon. Platform over to there. I mean, to be honest, we may have to lose the medical jobs. I mean, they're not being used. You can see popularity, absolutely nothing. So yeah, let's just delete those. Then we can shaft along this edge, go off onto the mushroom grower, and then we're going to end up on this side and doing that. And then we literally just come all the way along here, and then we should be able to connect into the back there. Lovely jubbly. May as well shove another engine down as there's room. But yeah, essentially, that is... That took so long, but that is the network completely joined together. And my aim is, over this side, we'll add another geothermal station. Since we have the bot beavers, they should be able to do that quite nicely. So we'll unlock that for 3,000 science. Oh no! I forgot it can't go anywhere. It's got to go... Oh yeah, it can go on that one. I forgot that's still there. The underground ruins. Okay, decent. So you go on that way. Where's the actual... Okay, the door's that side. Yeah, I guess that works. Then we've got a cooling tower on top so we don't lose water. And we've just got to get to the front door, which should be really easy to be fair. Nice. And then we're almost back to where we were before this update ruined all the mods. Alright, so the good news is the iron bots are literally multiplying like anything. We've got 29 bots at the moment. So I guess let's just unpause all of these. Nice. So we've pretty much doubled our bot production and making more bots. And then path along there, and then we can delete that shaft, and that shaft, then add more charging stations. We can then do the same up here where we were building more shafts along the edge. They may as well just be charging stations because they will carry power through them. And since this is where most of our bots are, I think I will just add a few along here. Now the trouble with severing that though is the engine's powering everything. So when I do that, we will lose power everywhere for a while. But I think it's probably worthwhile. So let's get 3 more in. Right, and then I guess we just need to fast forward a while and see how things get on. Right, so many beaver decades have passed, but ooh, that is up and right. I did not think this actually had. Oh, interesting. It doesn't have people in it. I mean beavers. But yeah, the beaver grinder. Sorry, the beaver nuclear power plant is now. Now completed, needed. Now we're up to 113,000, so not too bad. So we'll unlock that and then put the priority up to normal. Ooh, no free bots, huh? Okay, let's raise it a little bit more and add 4 spots. You can see in here we have 52 beaver bots. I'm going to unlock the cooling tower as well, just so that's creating water, because that's my biggest fear at the moment. Water levels. The amount of drinking water stored could drop low now, because this thing gets through it all right. But you can now see we're making 20,000 HP and we're only using 12, so that is fantastic. I ended up prioritizing the shafts and stuff around here, so all of this is all one power network now. It literally all works perfectly, so that is great. The dam not quite finished, but we have started work on this side as well. So you can see beavers, they come around this side and they're working this direction as well as the original bit as well. So we should join at some point. And what I'll probably do actually, because this is where we're getting all our wood from our little island we made a few episodes ago. So it might be worth actually doing like a little shortcut, get down to there. Because by the time these guys get over here, you can see, look, they're thirsty. We saw a second ago it was pitch black nighttime while they're building. Whereas if the wood's being chopped there, rather than going all the way around this entire thing, you could speed it up very quickly. Either way, I think that's one for another time, because we're going to leave that there. Oh man, we have nuclear energy again. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased with how far we've come. But yeah, whether we do one more episode or whether we just leave it there, I do want to finish the dam. But let me know in the comments what you want to do, and if you have any suggestions for what I should do for the next series of the Timberborners, let me know. There is actually a new beaver faction, but they're a mod, so it could be ropey, but might be worth trying. Alternatively, a challenge map like this one that was flooding to start with. I mean, it really doesn't flood now. It's pretty much normal Timberborn gameplay. But yeah, for now, I'll say peace, love, and giga dams. Bye, guys.
Have you ever gotten a delivery you totally weren't expecting? Well, that happens here too. This was supposed to be a video about an unusual motherboard that we ordered from China and had been eagerly tracking as it made its way across the ocean. Imagine our surprise when, instead of this, we got this. Surely this level of packaging makes no sense whatsoever for a motherboard. For a full system? Where did this come from? What is this? Can you get one of your very own? We're going to answer all these questions after this word from our sponsor. Build Redux. Imagine building your dream gaming rig and then actually buying it. Customize your build any way you want and let Build Redux do the heavy lifting, all at a price competitive to building a PC yourself. Check out Build Redux at the link below. Step 1 is to not slice myself open on this packing crate. This is freaking dangerous. Actually, before we do that though, the first clue is on the lid. This was sent to us by Seekey, a maker and Billy creator who started his own design studio in China to make mechanical keyboards back in 2015. Seekey was inspired by a small custom form factor motherboard that another Billy creator, whose name translates something like Ancient Ape, made in partnership with Maxsun, which moves many of the internal connections to the back of the motherboard. Kind of like we saw with that concept from Gigabyte that was cool in theory, but in practice left a lot to be desired. Oh yeah, it's gonna fry up. Can't tell me what to do. Not real bad. The main innovation here then is that they sought to build a more cohesive version of that product, and they're calling it DIY 8. Because you see, on previous iterations, we'd seen that even though the cables could no longer be seen, they would take up extra space. Whereas this, it's amazing! Whoa, this side panel has no side panel. This is sick. This is the perfect marriage of an open air test bench style case and a case. No way. Look at this. You can have machining on the case itself that matches the machining on the... So this is a completely custom motherboard though. What else is in here? PC power cable. I'm familiar with the connector. We use it for our lights in the studio. I've just never seen it used for a computer. The benefits of this are clear. Compared to the standard C13 power cable that we use, it has a lock, which means it'll never accidentally become unplugged. But because the other end is for China, and because I don't have studio lights at home, the odds of me actually having this are 0. Just kidding. We got this. But before we plug it in, I want to talk a little bit more about how this came to be, because there are 2 things that make the motherboard in particular different from others in the market. There's the fact that the connectors are on the back. We'll talk about that. But what we haven't talked about is that this shape of motherboard is one you have probably never seen before. It has the same number of PCIe slots, 1, as Mini ATX, but it's as wide as a full-sized ATX board, giving it a ton of room for... Let's find out, shall we? Abe calls this form factor YTX, and in the absence of an official explanation, we've got 2 theories as to why that would be. First of all is why TX, because it's really weird and different. And second is that in Chinese, Abe's name apparently sounds like Yuan or something pretty close to Y, so it could just be anyway, whatever it is, I've got this open now, giving us a look at what's inside. We've got 2 M.2 slots, one of which is populated with a 1 terabyte SSD, I assume. And the second one, ooh, this is cool, can accommodate up to 110mm M.2 drives. So you could put an Octane drive in here or something, for example, if you really wanted to. We've also got an M.2 for a Wi-Fi module. It's nice that you can swap that out, even if it's only in the event of a failure. And that's about it. I mean, it seems like the sort of thing that could have been put on the back of the board. Back of the board, full. We'll have to keep going. Before we do that, though, I want to fire it up. Let's put the seats in back. Yeah, just everything about this thing just feels so good. You know? It's small, but it's thick. Man, this thing is wild. To give you a proper idea of how small it is, the entire back is taken up by just our power input, our GPU I/O, and then our motherboard I/O, which I would describe as not extravagant, but certainly adequate. You've got 5 USB 2 ports, one of which is USB-C, DP HDMI, 4 USB 3s, 2.5 gig LAN, nice Wi-Fi audio. And I haven't even talked about the front I/O yet. We get another USB-C, this time with 3 more audio, 2 more USB 2s, and 2 more USB A's. Okay, ready? Obviously, it's not. Thermal right for the CPU cooler, custom motherboard. Windows updates going out at the worst possible time. Nope. Alright. Guess I don't technically have to run Cinebench since you've already got scores here, but let's do it anyway. Well, that explains why we didn't manage to get into the BIOS. Okay. The good news is that these low-profile coolers can handle modern CPUs as long as you're not going for a top-tier Core It's just that they usually operate under such challenging conditions that they get overwhelmed because they're in small format cases, they're stuffy. In this case, it's always drawing. It's always drawing completely fresh to aware from moving around it. Ow! Be careful not to do that. Well, 490. I don't know if it's so 490. You know what? Bing. We're gonna bing. Oh, he's bing. Okay. A cherry chip. Blah blah. Still suck more power than blah 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 blah. Hybrid architecture. Blah blah. Gaming chip. What is this thing? Intel has a publicly announced this chip, but it is in their public-facing databases. Turbo's 466 cores. The 12490F has the same number of cores and threads as the 12400, but its turbos substantially higher. It only boosts a little bit higher, but its base clock is a lot higher. It also has additional level 3 caps, which is part of what makes it a gaming chip, I guess. It's still 12th gen Alder Lake, so 12,000 points in San It's not going to be breaking any records, but in actual games, 3060 Ti. Well, that's not bad. I don't know why, but I kind of expected it to be something more modest, like a 1650 or 1660. It's so small. Oh, now we get to see our other fans cooking. This is hilarious. I don't know why this is so cool to me, but just the GPU and CPU fans being case fans just tickles me. I mean, why not, right? I can't believe we've never done a duct mod. That's where you use ducting and you just take it and run it straight to like a either 3D printed or just DIY duct taped shroud over top of your GPU intake and just run that to the front of the case. Do the same with the CPU, that way you're bringing fresh air to everything. Duct mod. Yeah, subscribe. That's surprising. That's where USB ports are. Like the CPU cooler, the GPU cooler is certainly audible. However, I'm gaming at 1080p. I'm pretty stoked right now. 250 FPS. I mean, it's only 1080p, but still. Wow, I take back one of the things I said earlier. Our CPU is sitting at anywhere from 75 to 80% utilization in game. Now, this is with OBS recording in the background, but that's not an entirely unrealistic use case. It's possible that our CPU could thermal throttle under those conditions. Well, we're not having any such issues in Doom, so that's good. But I do have to say, sitting here gaming next to it, open-air cases are one of those categories of products that I love to love, but I don't think I would ever daily drive. Because while the drawbacks of cases are pretty clear, suffocate all your heat-generating components in this enclosure. What the heck? The benefits are also pretty clear, because they also suppress noise. Each of these components seem to be sinking into the giant aluminum blocks around it. I think it's time for us to tear it down and take a closer look. Oh, shoot! Oh, yes! I guess we start on the GPU side. It looks like this GPU is made for this. I'm not sure how they get rid of the excess heat from the GPU. Are these the only ventilation things? Got this here. This here. That's it. Especially how the case itself managed to do so much. This does not come off without the front also being removed. Oh wow, different head screws. That kind of makes sense. Does it? I don't know, actually. Whoa! Oh, wow. It's packed tight. First things first. No, the GPU is not designed for this system. This is just an ASUS RTX 3060 Ti Snow Leopard. And the main reason it was chosen is apparently for the orientation of the thin stack. It goes this way, which allows the heat
Mochi was found. Hello.
How's up, Mochi was found? How you going?
Mochi was found. What we doing today?
Well, I'm trying to expand my dungeon, but for what I want to do next, I need name tags. I'm trying to upgrade this librarian, but it needs a lot of emeralds. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Mochi was found. Oh, okay, cool.
Should I have another toolsmith or another weaponsmith? Do you reckon? There's a bed right out there. Freaking... The fuck? Why is Villagers pathfinding so bad?
To more effectively be pushed out the back of the case and out this little vent here, and I guess also into our power supply, which is, what is this, a Flex ATX? These are typically found in 1U rack mount machines, so servers, but I have seen them in small form factors before. Usually not this type of tech. No way. It's screwed into the case through the screws that originally attached the PCI backplate. With the power plug here, one piece of which appears to be 3D printed. Oh! Oops, there goes my CPU. One moment, please. Oh, and this side piece came off too. Okay, that makes sense. Whoa, things are really happening. Small part. It's 5% of the job. It's engineering. How do you get all this stuff in there? Oops. PCIe riser, okay? I was looking, I'm trying to pull on this so that I can get this GPU out of the riser so I can get a better look at this. But the riser itself is stretched so tight from the PCIe slot on the motherboard over here that I cannot remove this panel. One moment, please. Hey, there we go. No way. This power supply is modular. Because of course it is. Not a lot of points for upgradability of the system, but absolutely ingenious the way everything is packed in here. Look at how tight this is. I believe it. There is no room on the back to put your M.2s or whatever, and there's no want to. How on earth would you get at them? There's all your I.O. 24-pin power for the motherboard, 18 for the CPU. Oh yeah, that's the top. Okay, yeah, there's our front USB, SATA, other front USB, third front USB, front power connectors. Yeah, there's some RGB headers, none of which are used because, like, taste. Okay, we need RGB. Front audio connector is here, which means because the audio chip on this board would probably be right near the back panel, and it would be right here. Let's see if we can get it a little more disassembled for you guys. Right? Oh, there we go. It's all coming apart. Apparently, he's only made about 100 of these things. So it's not quite one-off, but it's certainly not mass production. The amount of work that went into it to make so few units is just, gotta admire it. Oh yeah, this looks extremely challenging to mass produce. Even just the fact that you have to be locked into one's only one model of GPU. Really tough. Because GPU manufacturers, just on a whim, they just continue this stuff. They bring out a new one that's like 0.1 millimeters bigger because that saves them whatever won't fit in there. Now I don't know how much deeper we need to go here. We've got all the pieces of the case apart thanks to our 80 plus platinum enhanced power supply, but I'm sure you guys want a better look at this board. Wait a second. It isn't screwed in. It just screwed to what? Nothing. How is it in here? Oh, shut up. It's just slotted in? Or is there like one screw? Oh, I see. Well, how on earth am I supposed to put that in? Oh, I see. If upside down is good enough for the computer, it's good enough for me. Shut up. It just slots in here. It's not screwed in at all. Oh, the lock for the power connector had to go. Been melted off. IPX. The power supply isn't screwed in. No way! Okay, I have to ask. How much does this nightmare of an upgradability system cost? $350 US for the case. You know what? That's high, but lower than I thought, given the just. This looks like it's machined out of a single block of aluminum here. Wasteful, but very beautiful. Given the shape of small form factor machines anyway, how they're typically longer in order to accommodate GPUs, why not just extend the motherboard this way? Instead of doing what some manufacturers have been doing these days and piling up these wild towers of M.2s and audio chipsets and stuff like that. It kind of makes sense. I'm no longer asking why TX. I'm asking, why haven't I told you about our sponsor?
Delete me! In a time when companies are constantly sharing
Sporkle's random quiz button. In this video, I'll be clicking this button, and no matter what geography quiz pops up, I have to attempt it. Sporkle has 157,000 quizzes, some of which I'll be very good at, and many of which I'll be terrible at. But no matter how difficult they are, I have to attempt them. So here we go, first random quiz. Oh, this looks like my kind of thing. D countries on a map. I have 30 seconds to name every country that begins with D. Okay, is it going to give me any actual hints when I click play? Yes, it is. So that'll be Denmark, I'm guessing. Yeah, and then we've got Democratic Republic of Congo, Djibouti, that'll be, go on, and then what's that one, Dominica? Yep, and then Dominican Republic. Yep, easy. That was a good start, that was a good first quiz for me to attempt. I'm sure it's downhill from here. Random quiz. Find the star, world capitals 4. Can you find the star hidden in the random world capital? Typing a capital will reveal its distance. I am confused. Okay, I don't really get this, but I've got 1 minute 30, so we'll see how we do. So I'll just enter a capital city, London. It says London 5,481. I don't know what that means. Lisbon 6,000. I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing. Right, we'll just name random capitals. Washington 10,000. Are these numbers distances? So I have to try and find a capital that's like over here somewhere. All right, we'll try Beijing. 3,400. So somewhere maybe in the middle. I don't know that many capitals, I'll be honest. We'll try Ankara for Turkey. 3,400. I don't know what's going on. What capitals do I know in Africa? I know Tunis. I know Algeria. 5,000. What does this mean? Victoria. 5,000. I've got 7 seconds left. Okay, this one's not gone as well. Wellington. We'll shove it in. Why not? Okay, what? This is every single capital in the world. I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. Right, looking at the instructions again. As I said, it was like playing global. So it looks like the answer was Bishkek, and the closest I got was 3,000 kilometers away. I mean, I don't even know which country Bishkek is. It's the capital of Kyrgyzstan. Curse you, Kyrgyzstan. Famous places east to west. Can you pick the famous places from the most easterly to the most westerly? That depends on what information I'm given. Oh no. Okay, most easterly. So that's Australia. Great Barrier Reef, also Australia, but it's more easterly than the Rock. I'm gonna go with Great Barrier Reef. Yes. Then maybe we go with Uluru. Oh, nice, nice. Egypt. We've got India. We've got UK. Vesuvius is Italy. So I need somewhere else that's. I don't know. Should I try Taj Mahal? Oh, what? That's so difficult. Okay, I'm going again. Iguazu Falls. Maybe it's that. No, okay. Angkor Wat. Yes, there we go. Then maybe Taj Mahal. Should I try Taj Mahal now? Yes. Iguazu Falls. Yeah, we could try that next. Oh, Mount Kilimanjaro is next. Okay, well then it must be the Sphinx, right? I don't know where Iguazu Falls is, but I'm thinking maybe South America. So we'll leave it for now and we'll do... Should I go with Cape of Good Hope? That could be South Africa maybe? Yes. Then we're probably going to do Italy, so Vesuvius. And then I guess Stonehenge in the UK. Do I gamble on Iguazu Falls now? Because the other two are in the US. I'm going to go for it. Yes. That's going to be the Liberty Bell followed by Mount Rushmore. We did it, but it took me a few attempts. Random quiz again, hit me. Group clicking, America no outline. Can you click on any country starting with the given letter within the time limit? Yeah, we'll try. C, so Colombia. Oh no, we've got Canada, that would be a bit easy, wouldn't it? There you go. S, right, we could do Suriname, which is like, I think it's that one, yeah. What could G be? Guyana would be, wouldn't it? So, Suriname's there. Is Guyana here, or is it? I think it's next to it. I'm gonna try it. Yes. B. We could do Belize. We could do Bahamas. I think Bahamas are up here. Oh, that freaked me out. Let's click all the other eligible places. All right. B is Venezuela. I think I can click actually. I think that's this guy. A. We could do Argentina, which I'm guessing I'm safe to click right at the bottom. Yeah. Peru we could do over here. Yeah. U is Uruguay. E is going to be Ecuador. N for Nicaragua. Oh, with no outlines. That's tricky. Let's skip. Let's see how far we can get. D for Dominica. Is Dominica there? I think it might be if I click right on the edge. Yes. M for Mexico. H for, is that Haiti there or is that Jamaica? Oh, Jamaica! That's how I could have gone with. Haiti, Jamaica. Click. Oh, I didn't make it in time. How did I forget Jamaica? And then Nicaragua as well. I just wasn't confident on. But overall, we did a couple of skips. We did quite good there. All right, random quiz again. What have we got? Oh, what is this? Largest sportal countries minefield. Can you name the largest countries by area that begin with each letter of sport without getting a single one wrong? No, I don't think I can. Let's have a go. So, largest country that begins with S is probably Sudan. I'm gonna try it. Nope. I'm gonna have another go. Is it gonna be South Africa, do you think? I'll try South Africa. South Africa. No, I bet it's something really obvious that I'm missing. Okay, I'll try skip it for now. I'm gonna try Peru. Yeah, there we go. I'm assuming. Oh, it's not. What is going on? Chad's Colombia. Canada. Obviously, it'd be Canada. Obviously. L. Lesotho. No. Lithuania. I'm gonna try Laos. No. What's E? Could it be Ethiopia? Oh, it is. And then S. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. Oh my god. I'll try Latvia. No. Libya is the largest country that begins with L. Obviously. It's literally massive. And largest country beginning with R. Oh no! Literally the largest country in the world. Well, that's embarrassing. Largest North American countries minefield. Can you name the 10 largest countries of North America? Probably. So that is going to be Canada, followed by USA, Mexico. Right. So now it gets trickier. I mean, there's not going to be that many. There's going to be probably Jamaica. Jamaica's 15th. I'm going again. Cuba must be on there. We're going to try Cuba. Good. Cuba's 6th. Okay. Right. So then I'm going to try... What do I go with? Costa Rica, maybe? Nicaragua? Yes. Nicaragua's 4th. Guatemala, probably? Yeah. Guatemala's 7th. We've got 6 out of 10. So I'll go with Costa Rica. Costa Rica's 9th. Just tiptoeing in. Is Panama going to be on there? Panama doesn't look that big. Panama's this little wiggly fella all the way down the bottom. It's not that big, is it? We've got Belize, we've got El Salvador. I don't think they're going to be on the list. What's this other big one? I've forgotten. Did I try Bahamas? This feels like a gamble. Yeah, it's the 14th. Ah, it was Honduras that I forgot. So is Panama on there? It is. And the last one I'm missing, Dominican Republic. Well, I always forget that little fella. Okay, random quiz, anyone? Here we go. Endless European countries. Can you name the European countries without the letter N? And there's 19 of them. Yeah, United Kingdom, no. Ireland, no. Oh dear. Portugal, yes. Spain, nope. That's definitely an N right there, Jack. France, no. Germany, no. Estonia, no. Turkey will be there. Then we've got Cyprus. We can just work our way around. Malta, we can do Italy, we can do Vatican, no. Russia, can never forget Russia. Belarus. We'll also have Norway, Sweden. Oh, that's obviously an N. Look at you, cheeky little fella. Finland, nope. Latvia, though. We're halfway. We've got 2 minutes left, so I should be okay. Belgium, Denmark, Poland. There's a lot of N's out there, isn't there? North Macedonia, Moldova would be one. Kosovo as well. That's 10 out of 19. Come on, 1 minute 30 left. Albania, no, that's an N. Serbia, though, we can do Serbia. Luxembourg, is Luxembourg on? Luxembourg, I think it is, yay. And then Liechtenstein is not. Slovakia, Slovenia, no. Czechia, though, Czechia will be one. Bulgaria, is that there? Bulgaria, I think so. Is it in alphabetical order? No, it isn't. That doesn't help then. I've got 10 seconds. I'm missing 4. Go on, tell me what they are. Greece, Croatia, Austria, and Belgium. I said Belgium, but for some reason I was like Belgium. What happened there? Alright, next one. See cities by picture. This is not going to go well. This is in the United States. Chicago. Let's try that. Yes, just a lucky guess. This one's in Egypt. Hang on. Cairo. Maybe this will go better than I thought. Germany. What begins with C in Germany? I can't think of anything. No, I'll skip that one. Peru. Australia. Probably Canberra. Let's try it. Yeah, Canada. What begins with C in Canada? I'm gonna have to skip it. I'm sure they're quite obvious as well. This is United Kingdom. Could it be Canterbury? Oh, it's not. Cambridge. It's probably Cambridge. Let's try Cambridge. Oh, it's not either. Right, we'll skip it then. That's fine. South Africa. Cape Town. Yes. Venezuela. Caracas or something? That's the capital, isn't it? Caracas, I mean. Caracas. There we go. We got there. China. I'm not sure. I'm going to skip that. Denmark would be... I don't know. Colombia. Morocco. United Kingdom again. Somewhere in Wales. Cardiff. There we go. That's embarrassing. United States. Somewhere that isn't Chicago. Don't know. Thailand. I don't know. Spain. I don't know either. New Zealand. I'm not sure. Moldova. I don't know. United States again. Well, that went really well. Charlotte. Never heard of it. Chisinau, Moldova. That's the capital. I should have got that one. Christchurch. I should have also got. No, not heard of those ones. Casablanca, Morocco. Yeah, that's fair enough. Copenhagen, Denmark. I should have really got. I'm sure people will kick off at me for that one. Coventry, come on. Calgary, I've not heard of. Cusco, Peru. Cologne, Germany. Okay, fair enough. I mean, yeah, 6 out of 20, not great. North American population grid. Can you name the largest North American cities in the red boxes below? No, I really can't. Oh, God. We'll see how we get on. I'll do Los Angeles. Yes. Honolulu? Is that going to be... I'm just trying to... No, Honolulu's not there. Where on earth are these places? Oh, I guess it's going to be this little bit of land here. I don't know. San Francisco, maybe. Does not come up. Okay. This is really difficult. What's the capital of Florida? Miami? Miami doesn't come up. San Diego? Could that be one? San Diego. We'll try it. No. Oh, God. Ottawa. That'll be what? Washington, D.C.? No, my God. La Paz. Let's go with La Paz. Yes. Thank God. Mexico City. Let's try Mexico City. Yes. We're back to it. Capital of Cuba is... Yes. Capital of... Oh, New York, of course. Cool. Maybe we could have Austin or Houston. Yeah. Panama City may come up. It does. You know what? I'm actually not doing as bad as I thought because it's just not my area of expertise at all. Like, I can name states, but I don't know populated cities. In Toronto. It's not coming up. I've barely got any, but I'm going to leave it there. Winnipeg, Las Vegas. I could have got Las Vegas. Jacksonville, Chicago. Did I not guess Chicago? Seattle, I also definitely should have got. Alright, that was a tricky one. Let's do another random quiz. One subcategory in 15 categories South America. Can you answer these 15 questions about South America? I'm sure I can. Keep embarrassing myself. Sport. 7-1 by Germany in the semi-final. Probably Brazil. Geography. Which South American country is the Atacama Desert? Yes. Which is the singers from Colombia? That is Shakira. Which development for Power South American military dictators was might be Dutch now. I think it is, yeah. Where did Charles Darwin, while on the second voyage of the HMS Beagle, find a large number of endemic species? And that's the Galapagos Islands, definitely knew that one. Which of these is not a risk territory? That I don't know. Risk is far too stressful for me to play. But I guess I should go with one of the smaller places like Peru. Which dance originated along the Rio de Plata, the natural border between Argentina and Uruguay? Probably the tango, yeah. We've got two left. Which South American country has more Hindus than Catholics? I'm going to go with Ecuador. Okay. Whose birthday on July 24th is commemorated as a holiday in several South American countries? Oh, Christopher Columbus? Do the South Americans like Christopher Columbus? I know there's a few places named after him, so let's go with it. Shouldn't have gone with it. Okay, we've got 8 out of 15, so that's over 50%, which I actually don't think is too bad considering it's not something I know about. Random quiz, hidden members of Peru. Blood, El Ghetto cross out of South America, man. It says Ecuador. What do I do? Do I go to Bolivia? Right, I understand that. Bolivia. That's so unsatisfying. Countries by percentage of continent. Can you name the countries that cover up the highest percentage of their continent by area? I'm sure I can, but what I will do is say Russia to begin with. I think this is basically just name big countries, so we'll do Canada, Algeria, I'm going to whack in Brazil, of course. Mexico's pretty large. South Africa, I think, is in there somewhere. Yeah, right at the end, 4%. Let's do China, of course. Let's do Mongolia, and we can also. This is my opportunity to redeem myself. I've been a bit of an idiot throughout this video. I'm not gonna lie. Kazakhstan, yes, please. Oh, it's sort of hate, isn't it? There you go. That's 9 of 13. I've got 3 minutes. That's not bad at all. Argentina's gonna be there. That's Denmark for Greenland. Yeah, there we go. And Australia. I've not even said Australia. There we go. Number 1. We've got the top 10 now. Right, I understand. So Australia takes up 90% of the land mass in Oceania. That makes sense. I get it now. Okay, so continuing on. India's gonna be there somewhere. Saudi Arabia will be popping around. If we get to 20, I'll be proud. Colombia, Venezuela then as well. On, yep. So moving on to Africa. I always don't do enough of Africa. We'll have Egypt probably. Yep. And then Chad will be there. DRC. Mozambique. Should we try Mozambique? No, it's not there. Hang on, Europe. Have I done any in Europe yet? We're gonna have Germany. We're gonna have Spain. We're gonna have Poland. We did do Russia. Norway. Sweden, Finland, Ukraine will be there as well. 20 out of 30 I'm pleased with. We missed Libya. I should have got Libya. I didn't even say France, which is interesting. Papua New Guinea I definitely should have said, and I really should have said Indonesia. Overall though, that's not too bad to end on. Thank you very much for watching. I apologise for the foolish things that I forgot in this episode. But overall we didn't do too bad, but we could have definitely done better. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. GeoGuessr added quizzes a few months ago, and you can say I did them all when they came out, but they have since added way more. Look at that. Whoa. So in this video, we're going to play a few of the quizzes, and we'll just see how we get on. We'll start with one that hopefully I should find quite easy. Country
game, I think it's safe to say, takes quite heavy inspiration from the game Minecraft. I believe I'm out here in a savanna biome, I assume, and I'm guessing this is acacia wood. It's a lot more saturated than the Minecrafty version. This almost feels a little bit gory. I also can't help but notice that the items don't seem to drop. I think they just appear in my inventory, which, you know what, I can't say I'm mad at that. I have no idea if I need to actually gather wood. So I guess, I mean, I don't need a crafting bench because my inventory is a crafting bench. That's pretty cool as well. I mean, that would save a ton of time. Imagine if I just swapped over to Minetest from this point forth. Oh, my mouse is inverted here. And I don't follow the camera, which is so jarring. This is a nice detail. Look, there's a little log that's lying on the floor. This is obviously a fallen tree down here. I feel the need to break it up. Oh, just to give you a little heads up, I thought I would do a bit of survival playing.
Hello, remember us, your family here?
Hey.
How much live screening are you doing?
Quite a bit.
We're talking about